Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. I am Gautami from Freshers Camp. Hope you all are doing great. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, then please do so and hit the bell button to get the latest updates. Today, I'm not going to talk about any particular question that is asked at interviews, but I'm going to talk about certain do's and don'ts about the interview. There are certain things that you should do during an interview, and there are certain things that you should not tell or do during an interview. First, let us talk about some do's or some things that you should do during an interview. The first thing is you should always reach on time or before time maybe. Because if you have just walked in by traveling for a long time, or you are not in a state of mind to appear for the interview and you are suddenly called, then it will make you more nervous. It will also hamper your interview performance, and it might not be easy job for you. It might not be an easy task for you to give the interview at that state of mind if you are in a hurry or if you are nervous. Next, always carry extra copies of the documents required. It may be your CV, it may be your identity proof, or anything. Whatever is required, if they ask you for 2, bring 3 for the interview. Because you might carry extra documents, but you should never be out of documents. The first 15 minutes during an interview matter the most. So make sure that you make a very good impression in those first 15 minutes. Next, greet or try to greet your interviewer first. When you enter the room and there are many interviewers or there is one interviewer, always try to greet first, because this will also boost your confidence and let them know that yes, you would like to start the conversation and you are ready, you are confident about yourself, and that you'll be a good performer during the interview. Next, try to speak or always speak good body language. When you walk in for the interview, do not offer for a handshake unless the interviewer asks for the same. Also, do not sit on the chair unless you are asked to. Next, try to speak in formal words. Do not use the words that we use in text like okay, yes na, or ovyo, and the tiny short forms that we use for big words. No, do not use those, because we are not here texting with a friend. We are here for an interview, and thus we should be very much formal. Next, ask good questions. Ask interactive questions. Do not ask questions that are impertinent to the job or your responsibilities. Ask questions that will show that yes, you're really interested in the job, you want to do the job, and that's why you're asking these questions. Make sure that they're intelligent enough and are impressive enough for the interviewer. And when you will be asking questions, make sure that you prepare some smart, open-ended questions. Do not forget to sell your strength and expertise whether you're asked or not. Next, you need to wear formals for your interview. Please do not walk in your home shorts or your casual dress when you walk in for the interview, because you need to appear calm but not chilled out. Next, close on a pleasing note so that the interviewer carries a very good impression even after the interview is over. Lastly, this is very much in fashion now. You should always write a thank you letter after the interview is over. What I mean to say is that when you are at the end of the interview, you can ask for a visiting card from the interviewer or anything of that sort that has his email ID in it, so that within 24 hours after the interview is over, you can mail him a thank you letter that yes, it was a good meeting, it was a pleasure to meet them, and you had liked the meeting and you look forward to getting the job. But keep in mind that this sending this letter does not mean that it will increase your chances of getting hired, or you may get hired. But the thing is that it will show your professionalism. It will show how formal you are at your workplace. It will leave a very good impression on your interviewer. Next, let us talk about some of the things that we should not do or should not tell during an interview. As I've already told you, do not offer for a handshake unless you are asked to. Next, do not get overjoyed during answering a question, or do not get extremely funny. You can be enthusiastic, you can carry on with a smile, you can break the ice by greeting the interviewer first, but make sure that you are not extremely funny or extremely casual about the interview, because after all, you're here for a job, you're here to seek a job, and that needs to be very much formal. Next, do not be extremely humble. You need to be humble, but do not be so soft-spoken that the interviewer cannot even hear you or thinks that you are not even confident to speak up loud. Because whatever you are speaking, you need to show that yes, you are confident about it and that you can speak loudly and take your stand. Next, do not show desperation. Do not show any kind of desperation, even if you have any, because it will lead to a very bad impression on the interviewer. Next, the interviewer is taking interviews for a long time. Thus, you should not over answer any question. He has a particular agenda, a particular time limit. So, you cannot exit that. He has asked you one question and you know the answer and you have related to a story and then you're going on talking about it is not the way. Okay, so you need to stay within the time limit. Keep the answer short and sweet. Lastly, do not falsify any statement. Do not give them any wrong information because your interviewer is experienced enough and in the process of the interview, he or she will obviously understand whether you are giving him or her the correct information or not. There is another thing that you should keep in mind and it is very important. Do not speak over the interviewer. When the interviewer is speaking, listen to him first very attentively and prepare your answer, think of your answer and then answer him. Also, do not pause in any part of the interview. If you take a stop, as I have already told you, you can take a deep breath and then again start speaking, because there will be many parts during your service to the company where you won't be knowing everything. So, what will you do at that time? Will you keep mum? Will you stop yourself from doing your job? No, you'll have to carry on with your job. So, you'll have to show your interviewer that even if you're in a false position, you don't keep shut. You don't pause yourself. You don't stop yourself. You try to do something. Either you try to give the answer to the question or excuse yourself and carry on with the conversation and go to the next question. Next, do not talk ill about your last profession, last career or the occupation, the organization, your boss, your colleagues, nothing. Because this will tell your interviewer a very bad idea about you that this person is not suitable to work with everyone. This person talks ill, has a character to talk ill about others. So that will give a very bad impression. That will not at all impress your interviewer but will leave a very bad impression on him. So you should never talk ill about anyone. Never gossip about your organization, your last organization in any way. When asked, you can talk about facts regarding them, that yes, I had this job, this place is here, and I had colleagues, obviously my boss and stuff, but nothing ill about them. Never gossip about them. Lastly, do not inquire about your salary in any way, unless asked to. If they ask you that what are your salary expectations, then that is a different question and we have a separate video for that. I'll try to link it somewhere. But other than that, do not inquire about your salary. Like, I want to do this job and what will be my salary? No, you cannot ask him directly that question. That will be very, very rude. So do not ask that question. And that will be all for today. Hope you liked this video, and if you do so, then please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Hope this video helps you. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.